Welcome to 4C Visions. I'm your host, R.V. Hight, Director of Communications at Central Carolina Community College. In this edition of 4C Visions, it is my pleasure to welcome Cathy Swindell, Central Carolina Community College's Director of Industry Services. She manages the N.C. Works customized training program through the N.C. Community College system and directs activities in the Innovation Center, a CCCC facility dedicated to providing customized short course training options for industry. She holds an associate degree in industrial chemical technology from Cape Fear Community College, a bachelor degree in training and development for industry through North Carolina A&T State University, and will complete a master's in training and development at North Carolina State University in fall 2016. A Chatham County native, Cathy has been with the college 19 years, starting as an industry trainer and moving into her current role in 2007. Before coming to CCCC, she worked in manufacturing for more than 20 years, primarily in quality and quality management, with responsibility for training development and implementation. Cathy, welcome to 4C Visions.
Well, thank you, RV. It's good to be here.
Cathy, how do you see your role as Director of Industry Services for CCCC?
My primary role, the way I see myself, is a liaison between the college and industry. So in that role, I'm able to look at our industry clients, be able to match them up with whatever resource they need, whether it's future employees, whether it's working with curriculum programs, but primarily the North Carolina Works Customized Training Program.
Now tell us, what is the North Carolina Works Customized Training Program and how are you involved in the program?
The Customized Training Program is a statewide initiative. It's available at all 58 of our community colleges, and what it's for is, hopefully from an economic impact standpoint, we want to attract industry to our state. We want to keep the ones we have, and we want them to expand. So the Customized Training Program is a state-funded initiative where we're able to fund either entirely or in some portion. We're able to train their workforce to get them where they want them to be, train new employees if they're expanding or new to our area, and my role is I direct that program for CCCC.
Okay. Well, now among your duties is to direct the activities at the Community College Innovation Center.
Yes.
What are some of the programs offered at the Innovation Center?
Well, the whole role of the Innovation Center has been to be a short course training arena for industry, because you can't always shut down production in order to train. So we offer basically anything that an industry might need, from mechanical skills to Lean Six Sigma to pneumatics and hydraulics and team skills. I mean, it runs the gamut. And also we have developed, based on input feedback from our Industrial Advisory Board, we've actually developed what we call academies. They're looking for employees in particular areas like basic manufacturing skills. They're also looking for maintenance technicians. Again, the Lean Six Sigma program, certification for green and black belt. And we're also starting a quality academy, and in the near future we'll have a leadership program that's specific to the needs of manufacturing.
Wow, that's great. Well, now, the Central Carolina Community College has created a bond with area industry over the years. Mm-hmm. Why is that bond so important for Central Carolina?
Well, the state as a whole, and in particular our service area, when we're trying to train these people, when we're trying to help our industry clients find employees, that bond, we understand each other, we've built a relationship, and so we can serve them better in that fashion. So it's a good thing for the community. Industry find good, well-rounded employees, the employees find jobs, and in turn what we can do is it has an economic impact on the area as a whole. People shop in local stores, you know, local business people start new businesses to serve the population and industry. So as a whole, it just helps with, bottom line, the economic impact in the area.
Cathy, what do industries tell you when it comes to hiring? Are they looking for employees? And if so, what kind of skills are they looking for?
Absolutely, they're looking for employees. As more of us baby boomers retire, the skill sets are getting to be a little bit scarce. And so, yes, they are looking for employees, and what they're looking for is not only the technical side of things, but the soft skills. People have to perform more in teams than they used to, participate in problem-solving opportunities. So it's not only the technical skills, the mechanical, the electrical, assembly, all of those kind of things. They're also looking for folks that can work together as a team. And so I'm hearing a lot of that. Jobs aren't necessarily going away, but the skill set is changing as we get more automation and more robotics involved in manufacturing. Folks, if they don't already have that skill, just have the capacity to learn that skill and are willing to do that.
Well, I know among the upcoming events at the Innovation Center is National Manufacturing Day. When will that be held, and what are some of the activities that's going to take place that day?
Yes, National Manufacturing Day is something, this will be our third year offering National Manufacturing Day at the Innovation Center. And the Innovation Center, we open up our doors. It's a national event where industry across the country opens up their doors, hosts visitors to teach them more about manufacturing and convince high school students, that's our target audience, 9th to 12th graders, and anybody in the general population that would like to come by, teach them more about manufacturing and what the career opportunities are. We like to say it's not your grandfather's manufacturing floor anymore. And so last year we had over 700 high schoolers from our service area and some service areas beyond that came to learn about manufacturing. And what's unique about ours, not every industry can open up their doors and bring visitors in. But what we do is we have an industry showcase. So we invite the industries to come to us much like they would as a trade show. And, you know, basically showcase what their company does and talk to the students. And so this year, October the 7th, at the Innovation Center in the Lee County Industrial Park from 9 to 2. So you can call us and be able to find out more information. You can also go to the National Manufacturing Day website, and we're listed there.
Now, is this open to the public?
It is.
So anybody who wants to come is welcome?
Yes.
And what do some of these companies tell you that are there for the manufacturing showcase? I was just amazed at the attention that the students gave to these companies during the visit last year.
Yeah, one of the things that we heard several times is some of our industry people would say, I wish I had $1, excuse me, I wish I had $1 for every time a student said, I didn't know that we did this here and I didn't know that we made that. So that was one of the things, and you know, they're doing it because they're actually getting inside the head of the next generation of their employees.
Cathy, you're on the front lines of local industry, meeting with those folks on a daily basis. How do you see the future of industry in Central Carolina and in America?
Well, in Central Carolina, in our particular area, we are pretty much the hotbed for industry and manufacturing. And with some of the things that are going on, such as the parks that are going into Chatham County, and the expansions that we're seeing in Lee and some in Harnett, which is our service area, I'm seeing a lot more advanced manufacturing, higher tech in most cases, even those jobs that you typically would think would be lower skilled jobs. They're bringing in the automation, they're bringing in the technology, and they're safer. And so we're still a very attractive site for industry to come to. So we do have the calls, we have the visits, and we have our people are expanding, our industries are expanding. So to me, it's a very bright future.
And I know that among your offerings that you have at the Innovation Center are some that individuals can come and get some basic skills to learn more about manufacturing so that when they go to these companies, they're more prepared for jobs.
Exactly. We have a industrial advisory board that I mentioned earlier, and they have asked us to train people in basic manufacturing concepts. So yeah, we've got a whole gamut of people that came. We even had one in Manufacturing Academy that had a bachelor's degree, and she came back to learn about manufacturing in one of our short courses.
Well, I know that's exciting to see such enthusiasm.
Yes, absolutely.
For industry. Cathy, how can our audience get more information on Central Carolina Community College's industry services? You
can go to www.cccc.edu/industry services. We're also on Twitter. We're on Facebook at Innovation Lee. So there are several ways, and there's contact information there, and they can contact us there.
And I'm sure that you would invite not just individuals who may be interested in manufacturing, but the manufacturers themselves to learn more about what you do.
Yeah, we have at least one visit a week where folks either call us and say we'd like to come by, they drop by, or in our outreach efforts through our division, we actually ask people to come visit.
Very good. Well, Cathy, thank you for being with us today, and we will return after these messages.
Thank you.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Find me one.
What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Welcome back to 4C Visions. Today we welcome Jon Spoon, who serves as Central Carolina Community College Small Business Center's Director. Jon received his undergraduate degree from UNC Asheville. He graduated with honors from the North Carolina Central University School of Law in 2010. After a brief stint working for a software company in Washington, D.C., Jon moved back to Chatham County, where he attended middle and high school to learn pottery. After completing a pottery apprenticeship, Jon joined the North Carolina Arts Incubator as an artist. Shortly after joining the incubator, he was named the executive director of the organization. Jon later was hired by Central Carolina Community College to run the Small Business Center in Chatham County. As CCCC Small Business Center's director, Jon assists potential entrepreneurs and existing small business owners. He enjoys helping people who are passionate about their business dreams. Jon, welcome to 4C Visions.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and share some information about our programs.
Well, great. Jon, the college has small business centers in its service area of Chatham, Lee, and Harnett counties. What is the history of the small business centers, and what services do they provide to the public?
The history of the small business centers is pretty long and storied. It got started in 1984. Originally, they developed the Small Business and Technology Development Centers, which were focused in the major universities within the UNC system. And then, as a response from some of the small business owners in more rural areas, they saw the need that they had to create a small business center network within the community colleges. And those originally started with 13 different small business centers. And by 1995, it had grown to 58 different small business centers housed in every community college across the state. We provide great services to entrepreneurs who are looking to either start a small business or to grow an existing business. We provide free online seminars, free in-person seminars, as well as one-on-one consultations for small business owners. And Central Carolina Community College is actually unique in that it has supported the small business centers above and beyond what a lot of the colleges are able to do. We actually have a small business center in all three of our counties, one in Chatham, Lee, and Harnett, which is unique within the small business center network. And that just comes out of a focus that entrepreneurship is a driving force here in the local economy, and our college is unique in understanding that.
That's great. Well, not only do the small business centers serve aspiring entrepreneurs, but also small business owners. What resources are available to small business owners through the SBC?
Well, we have three main focuses that we provide through the small business centers. The first, as I mentioned, is our seminar series. We put those together every semester and in the summers. The seminars, we have a core curriculum that we do that includes developing a business plan, business marketing, taxes for your small business. And then beyond that, we get to develop the schedule that we see fits the needs of our communities the best. And so that has, in the recent years, we've focused a lot on implementing new technologies for business and helping them understand how social media can affect and grow their businesses. So we've made that sort of a focus in the last few years, and the seminars are well attended, and we encourage you to look those up and see if there are some that meet your needs. The second thing that we do is the one-on-one consultations with small business center owners. Everything that we do is confidential, so that there's no concern that we're going to share any business secrets that you share with us. We focus on putting together a business plan, a marketing plan, and then we're also just a great sounding board for talking through ideas, and that's one of the things that we really enjoy, is providing that sort of help. And then the final function that we serve is as a liaison for the college to local chambers of commerce, business development associations, economic development associations, and to try and get a good map within our heads of the local resources that are available to small businesses and connect those dots when we can.
John, are there opportunities for small business owners to contract with the federal government?
Yes, absolutely, and especially being located as close as we are to Fort Bragg, we're uniquely situated for that. And a lot of people think that their business isn't ready or isn't capable for a federal government, but we work well with the North Carolina Military Business Center to enlighten folks on the opportunities that are available. And a lot of subcontracting opportunities are out there, and certain federal contracts have to fill some of their needs through small businesses and local, historically underutilized business districts like Siler City.
John, you talked a little bit about how the small business centers offer a variety of workshops during the year. What are examples of some of those workshops, and who is eligible to attend them?
Well, anybody who is a prospective or current business owner is eligible to attend our seminars. Like I said, they're all completely free of charge. They really run a pretty broad gamut of business resources, everything from social media marketing to business taxes. And the exciting thing about our schedules is that we get to use input that we get from the community when we're scheduling those in the future. So if there is a need that you aren't seeing on our schedules, we encourage you to reach out to us and let us know what that need is, and we'll look to schedule it in the future. And we just ask that if you do request one of those, to actually show up to the seminar.
And how would someone find out about these schedules? How would they, are they on the internet or?
Yeah, the easiest way to access our information is through our websites. All three of the small business centers through CCCC have their own dedicated websites. There is chathamsbc.com, leesbc.com, and then trianglesouth.com is for Harnett County. And so all of our schedules are listed there. There's register now links for all the schedules, so it's a pretty easy, streamlined process. And then from there, you also find the contact information for all of our positions within the small business centers. Our Lee County representative is Terry Brown, and she's a great expert on social media and growing your business through internet means. And then in Harnett County, we have Marionetta Pavlik, who's a local of Harnett County and is running the Triangle South Enterprise Center there, which is a business incubator, and getting to know the local business community and eager to help anyone who wants our services.
John, working with small business owners, what advice do you have for them, and also any advice you may have for individuals who may be thinking of starting a small business?
Well, the initial advice that I would have is don't be overly intimidated by it. If you've worked in a job for many years and you've had to be organized and you've had to develop good systems for running that, a lot of times you've built the skills that you need to be a great entrepreneur. So I would encourage you to reach out to the Small Business Center network to find your local small business center and set up an appointment with them. Beyond that, there's some great online resources. I would encourage you to look up Business Link North Carolina, and that's at blnc.gov, and that's the state site for local small business resources. And to just do your research within your local community and find out when your next chamber meeting is.
John, I know you work a lot with small businesses, and I know that a lot of people talk about how larger businesses are pushing out small businesses, but that's not true, is it? Small businesses seem to be thriving in Central Carolina.
They absolutely are, and it's the fastest growing sector of our economy. It's always been the backbone of local economies. Big businesses are great. It's a good part of the equation, but your local community will always be best served by the people who are living there, who understand what the community needs, and who are in their business on a day-to-day basis, seeing the operations, seeing how they need to change and adapt to stay relevant. So small business is not going away. It's growing. There are more opportunities in our area because of growth than there ever have been, and we're excited to see a lot of new businesses popping up and a lot of people being more successful than they ever have been.
Are there a lot of topics that or businesses that people are more interested in these days that you see, or are there some hot areas that entrepreneurs may want to look at?
Yeah, I think agriculture is making a big comeback. The farm to fork movement, I don't think is really going away, and local smaller scale agriculture is starting. If you utilize the right technological tools, you can make it effective and efficient and make enough money off of it without having to scale up to a bigger operation. Also, the arts in Chatham County are huge. We have a great arts council, a great artist guild, and so those are local small businesses that you can do at home and operate with relatively low overhead, but they're accessible and available to a lot of talented people that are living in our area.
Jon, I feel a kindred spirit with you. Jon and I both started at Central Carolina Community College on the same day. Jon, what do you think makes Central Carolina such a special place?
I think the people that work here and its dedication to knowing and understanding the community that it exists in. It really, here at the community college, our #1 focus is understanding who lives in our communities, understanding what they need, and then finding ways to provide the services that will make them be as successful and as happy as they can be. It's been the focus in every department I've seen throughout the college. It was a really exciting work atmosphere for me to become a part of. And I've just been excited every day that I've been able to help people be more successful in doing things that they love.
That's wonderful. Jon, will you share with our viewers how they can contact you or a member of your staff if they would like to connect with one of the CCCC small business centers in any of the 3 counties?
Absolutely. Like I said, the easiest way to find the information and get in contact is through the websites. Those are chathamsbc.com, leesbc.com, and trianglesouth.com. Additionally, you can look up through the CCCC directory all of our contacts through Marionetta Pavlik, Terry Brown, and myself, Jon Spoon. And then for any general questions, you can also call 919-718-7544 to get in touch with the CCCC Small Business Centers.
So let's repeat those website addresses one more time.
It's www.chathamsbc, as in smallbusinesscenter.com, www.leesbc.com, and then www.trianglesouth.com.
Well, Jon, we appreciate it. Jon, you've got an outstanding staff that has done a great job with the small business in Central Carolina, and we hope that you'll keep up the good work, and I know that it's a pleasure for you to work with these small businesses to see them grow and do very well in our area. So thank you so much, Jon, for being with us today, and thank you, viewers, for being with us on 4C Visions.